Okay, good morning, dear students. This is J. Hanumantu, Assistant Professor, Department of EAE, Aditya Anna University, Rajahmundry. So I think you are all safe at your home from March to this month. We are in touch with you regarding any technical related courses and any regarding academic advice. So you are benefited during the lockdown and the unlock period. This period currently, currently this semester you have the subjects like process control instrumentation, industrial instrumentation one, and other subjects, right? But in this process control instrumentation, it is very good subject and easy to understood. First of all, you should uh, you should apply this process control instrumentation basically for industries or any plants. So whenever if time permits, we'll go and visit any industry or any uh, process any plant. We'll see later. But your seniors already visited the steel plant when they are in third year level. So myself, along with the students, final students, visited the steel plant uh, so that they will experience the practical situation, what is going on in the industry. So this process control instrumentation basically uh, relates to the process industries or any plants. First of all, in this semester you have the two subjects, two interrelated subjects, process control instrumentation and as well industrial instrumentation. So what is the difference between process control instrumentation and the industrial instrumentation? Before that, what is there in a plant or what is there in the industry? First of all, you have to understand what is happening in the industry. So industry is nothing but it is so it gives any output. I mean any product as output. For example, for example, Kalpana unmute చేసుకోమా. Okay. Uh, any plant, for example, you take any steel plant, for example, steel plant. So what is happening in the steel plant? In the steel plant, the plant accepts the raw material, for example, gravel and other elements. So it accepts all these raw materials, and finally the plant is going to give steel as output. Steel is the product. For example, you take any cement industry, cement industry. So in the cement industry, it accepts any raw material, but finally it gives cement as the output. It is a product. You take any oil industry, oil plant, industry or plant. So what is happening in the oil industry? It accepts the raw material. The output is oil, very uh, pure oil. You may expect. Oil may be that may be coconut oil or any crude oil or any some very useful oil. So any plant or any industry accepts the raw material, accepts the inputs like raw material, and it gives the product, final product. It's also called a desired product. So in this process control instrumentation, as a process engineer or instrumentation engineer like you should expect always good products from the industry or good output from the plant. So why it is called good product or good desired output? Why should we expect? If we are not expecting good one, it is meaningless and it is not useful for the public. For example, I am the person. I am the person. I am going to buy a coconut oil, isn't it? Say, for example, I am going to buy a coconut oil. If it is not pure, if it is like, I mean, it is not clean, say, how can I buy that coconut oil? I am the person, I am the builder, I am going to purchase some steel for my construction. I am the person, say, if I am the customer, I am going to buy the steel for my construction of the building. So, if the steel is not in a desired manner, it's not the required thickness, it's not the required length, it's not a required shape, how can I buy that steel for my building? So, in any plant, from any industry, we should expect, you should expect a good product. So, high quality steel with the required shape, with the required thickness. So, these are all the parameters of the output we have to expect from any industry. So, I mean that from any plant, from any industry, you should expect good quality output. Good quality output. Good quality means pure oil, if it is oil industry, good shape and good strength steel, if it is a steel industry, good quality cement, if it is a cement in the cement plant or cement industry, or any other plant. You can imagine in the real world, any plant. So you should expect good quality work as output from any plant, from any industry. That is a basic idea regarding process control instrumentation. Now coming to the case of what is process, what is control, and what is instrumentation. You are all the instrumentation people, electronics and instrumentation engineering. You are studying in the third year level, right? I welcome you to the third year BTech first semester. I'm happy. So you are all crossed in the up to second year, second semester by crossing the subjects like transducers, like sensors, and fundamentals of instrumentation and electronic measurement. So these are all the basic subjects for your instrumentation subject, for your instrumentation branch. Fine. So there you are studied what is a sensor, what is a transducer, how these sensors and transducers will be applicable for the real world like industries. So you are all well known all these concepts. Fine. But in this semester, process control instrumentation, what is process? So process nothing but you can imagine one industry. In any industry or in any plant, there are number of devices, number of equipments, number of processing devices, so-called processing devices. Why I am calling the word processing devices or equipments? See, if you go and visit any plant or any industry, you can see number of larger equipments. For example, if it is a oil industry, if it is a oil industry, you can see the device like very big, very big boiler, very big boiler, and supportingly pumps, pumps, and some smaller diameter pumps, pipes, and any heaters, and uh, sometimes uh, what is called some actuators, motors, motors if required, isn't it? So these are all available in any plant. So as per your plant, you may have a number of other devices, no problem. So if you go and see that steel plant, you can see um, like again big diameter boilers, uh, like um, high, I mean, uh, like big diameter pipes, pumps, and what is called one more, that is 1 minute. I will tell you. They are nothing but distillation columns, absorbers, evaporators, heat exchangers, reactors. So these are all available in any industry. Generally, if you take any chemical plant, chemical industry, chemical industry uh, going to produce a medicine, isn't it? A medicine, say, or tablets. They are going to produce, isn't it? So that industry may have the distillation columns, absorbers, heat exchangers, isn't it? And um, evaporators, tanks, boilers, all these available in the chemical plant. So my point is, in any plant, accordingly as per your requirement, there may have number of processing units. Processing units. For example, uh, you take any boiler. What is the purpose of boiler? Boiler purpose is that is going to increase the temperature. That's the main purpose of the boiler. Increase the temperature. Like this, what is the purpose of a pump? So that is going to allow that water to one place to some other place. Drive the pipe to allow the water or any steam or any gas from one place to other place. So that is a pump. Like this, any device, any equipment or any processing instrument available in the industry, each one having some specific task. Without task, no device is not fixed in the industry. So each device has some specific task, specific function. So in our chemical plant or any oil plant or any steel plant, there are number of devices. The same devices now we are calling it is processing elements, processing instruments we are calling. So so in this in this each device has some function. For example, you can take the complete plant. As I just now discussed that the plant accepts the inputs, raw material, and final output is steel. For example, if it is a steel plant, output is steel. Fine. But how the raw material, the question is how the raw material is going to convert into a good product like steel. So the raw material is going to process from one place to other place by crossing all the processing instruments, all the processing devices, all the processing devices. Then only you can get a good product in the output. So process nothing but, what is a process? Process nothing but or process nothing but conversion of conversion of raw material from one state to other state. Conversion of raw material from one phase to other phase. For example, one state to other state. For example, take raw material, gravel. Gravel is the original state is gravel. For any, for example, if it is a steel industry, gravel is the first state of the raw material. So if I give this raw material to some processing instrument, it is going to convert into other state. Other state. Gravel is going to be converted into other state. So that is called second. That is called second state of the gravel. So how this gravel is converted into second state with the help of processing device. Then the second stage is going to convert into third stage, fourth state. Likewise, finally you may get the steel, good product steel from the steel industry. So like this, for any industry or for any chemical plant, it accepts the raw material that is going to be converted into number of states so that at the end you may get good quality output, good quality product or desired output from any plant or industry. So this is the main objective of your process control instrumentation. So process nothing but changing the state of the raw material. What is control? What is control? Control nothing but in order to convert the raw material into suitable states, we need to operate the device. We need to increase or decrease the temperature, or we need to increase the pressures or decrease the pressure, increase the velocities, decrease the velocities, or allow some for example accelerations or decrease the accelerations. Do something on the device as per your requirement. If you want to increase the temperature, increase. If you want to decrease it, decrease. How much temperature you are going to maintain? Maintain that suitable temperature. How much pressure you are going to maintain? Maintain that temperature. Maintain means make as constant. Make it as constant. Or sometimes, if you want to uh, maintain the flow of constant flow you want to maintain through the pipe. How much velocity you have to allow the water or any gas to other devices, other processing instruments. You can maintain that velocity, or you can maintain the flow. How much level you are going to maintain? That is called the meaning of control. You can maintain the temperature, you can maintain the flow, you can maintain the level, or you can control the pressures. Any process variables available in the industry. Process variable means what? Process variable means the variable which is going to be varied during the process, during the conversion. That is called process variable. For example, for the process variable, temperature. So I am going to maintain a temperature, for example, 50 degrees for my application, for my conversion of one raw material to other state. I am going to maintain 50 degrees. So, what can I do? I can fix the temperature value. During the process, I cannot expect the same temperature. It may be 55, or it may be 60, or it may be 45. So, what is my point? As an engineer, I want to maintain the temperature like 50 degrees. So, how can I maintain? I need a control section. You have the subject like control system engineering in the second semester, isn't it? So you know the meaning of control and feedback and how we are going to maintain the required desired output during this block diagram I explained in the second semester. Okay, no problem. We'll see, because it is an introduction class. You will see when you are entering into the last chapter about advanced control systems in the process control instrumentation. So understand the meaning of control. Control means you need to maintain the process variables in an industry. It may be temperature, it may be pressure, it may be velocity, it may be flow or level, like this. As an engineer, you have to maintain it. You have to maintain it. So, sorry, 1 minute, Charlie. Charlie. So you have to maintain it, and that is the meaning of control. So next word is um, process control instrumentation. So what is instrumentation? You are all studying the branch AE, electronics and instrumentation engineering. Fine. What is instrumentation? So whatever you are doing, operations, conversions, trying to get any good products, it is done, it is through, or it is with the help of instruments. Without instruments, no output, no product, no desired product, no, what is called, no steel, no cement, nothing. So if you want to get a good steel as output from the steel industry, it is through instrumentation. You want to get good purity oil from oil industry, it is through with instrumentation, instruments. So instrumentation engineer is very much important in the process industry. You go and see that any industry, any plant, there are number of instrumentation engineers. Because why we treat that instrumentation engineer is that much important in the industry? Because if any instrument damage, if any instrument is making some problems during the operation, what happens? The complete operation is stopped. The complete process is stopped. So that is the disadvantage with the instrumentation. So if the instrument is good quality one, if the instrument is high resoluted one, no problems occur generally. You may study that in the sensors and transducers, static and dynamic characteristics the instruments, isn't it? Static and dynamic characteristics. There we are going to study high resolution, high precision, isn't it? Good frequency response and high accuracy, isn't it? And good dynamic response. What are these? These are the characteristics of the instruments. If you are unable to provide good characteristics of the instruments in a plant or in industry, we are not expecting a good quality output at the end of the process. You can expect the error output. Damage the products. For example, from the steel industry, I am going to expect, say for example, 10 centimeter thickness of the steel. 10 centimeter thickness of the steel. If any instrument is damaged, the instruments which is related to providing thickness, if it is damaged, I cannot get 10 centimeter thickness of the steel. I cannot get. Why? The reason is the instrument is making some problems. That is the issue. So that if your instrument is good, instrumentation is good, or instrument is good, you may expect 10 centimeter thickness of the steel as out. If the instrument is not good, vibration is there, you may get, for example, 50 centimeters, 15 centimeters. I cannot expect 15 centimeter thickness of the steel. I am expecting 10 centimeter thickness of the steel. That is my desired output. What is my desired output? 10 centimeter thickness of the steel. But what is because of the problem with the instrument, I am expecting 15 centimeters or 5 centimeters, which is not required one for me. So The meaning of instrumentation is, if you want to convert the raw material into a good product, finally, instrumentation should be good. Instruments should be high quality one. That is the meaning of instrumentation. So process control instrumentation means, this is the introduction class, so that I'm explaining clearly what is going on in the industry. Process means raw material is going to be converted into suitable form. That is called product, finally product. So, how do you get process? How do you get this process? The process can be done with the help of processing units, processing devices, like as I discussed just now, boilers or any evaporators or any distillation columns, pipes, pumps, like this. Any devices, these called processing devices. So this is called process. Control means we need to maintain some process variables in the industry. That is called the meaning. If you maintain any variable, that is the meaning of control. You can increase or decrease. And lastly, instrumentation means everything should be done with the help of instrumentation. Instrument, that is called instrumentation. So, my dear students, now I am going to stop. This is just initial class about the process control instrumentation. Tomorrow class we will see, or tomorrow or today evening, we are going to plan other class. We will see for what is there in the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and finally chapter 4. We will see all these chapters. We will see all these chapters, what are the topics available in the 4th chapter, and we will go for one by one topics discussions. If you have any doubts, you have my mail ID. You can take my mail ID. You can take my mobile number. You can freely ask any questions. Don't hesitate. Okay, at any time, 24/7. Anytime you can ask the questions. I will explain. Okay, don't afraid about this subject. I will give the important questions to you for preparing examinations. I will give the whole material. I will give my what is I am going to discuss as in the live classes. I will give that material also. I will recommend that some textbooks you can purchase it, or you can take my textbook for making some xerox. Isn't it? Whatever my aim, I can do it academically, but try to utilize this period. Beautifully, right? Rightly, you can utilize this. Okay, thank you. Vinay.
Yes, sir.